talking and interacting in my panels. Well, none of you said Julia, so you're all wrong in email. That's fair. I like how he thinks with that. It's true. I also really, really love Sting. And
He's the reason I watched the show.
He needs so much more attention. I found like a poster that had all the Dragon Slayers on it, so it had both him and Cobra, and I like literally threw my money at this poor dude. I like took my card out and I was like, I need this. Yeah, that was that. It was that.
Yeah,
it was
she's
like,
not lying.
Yeah.
This poor dude was so shocked.
Yeah.
What's better than Sting?
Oh, I was gonna make a JoJo joke.
In all honesty, Sting being the voice actor was what convinced me to finally check out the show.
good.
Yeah.
Yes. I RTX twice and I still haven't run into him. I don't know. It's fine. Well, that's a whole nother discussion. But, okay, so, no, that notebook's not probably
My bad.
okay, so the guilds. So, if anyone can get close to how many guilds have been mentioned throughout this series, I will give you this piece up here. It is Virgos.
Anybody want to take a guess?
No.
38.
Yes. There are at least 38 known guilds in this that have been
Did you
mentioned.
know that you took a shot in the dark?
I
That
just
was amazing.
took a shot in the dark.
Yes, literally.
Took a gamble. 38.
Congrats, you're peeved.
Oh, you go.
Get yourself a maid.
Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
I need some money to quit my room.
Very open about her team.
Okay, so you've got your, all your main skills like Fairy Tail, Sabretooth, Lamia Scale, Blue Pegasus,
Quattro Puppy.
Quattro Puppy. You know what? It actually,
yes.
you just realize like it never said if they ever changed it back. They like never got really mentioned again after Grand Magic Game. Nobody ever said if it changed back.
I would assume that they never changed it back just out of honor and respect for the fact that they lost.
Like, see, I really feel like they would embrace that.
Yeah, like, because as much as
Totally would have asked the box like, no.
exactly like as much of a sleazebag as Bacchus is, he's also like, hey, I made a bet, I lost, here we go.
But then there's guilds like, how many of you even know who Dullahan Head is? If anyone actually tells me who that is, I'll also give you a
I
prize.
remember the name.
No, they are not a dark guild. They're actually an evil guild.
Weren't they one of the guilds that was used that was in the Grand Magic Games post Tartaros?
Yes, they were. They were the winners for the Grand Magic Games after that period. Do you want one of the prints? Yeah, because Nazi walked out and and then Hate Shelter's still listed as a guild in there too, technically. And then they also have listed all the non-magic guilds like Love and Lucky, Southern Wolves. There's like a Labyrinth guild too. It's like, we're rogues, and I'm like, what do? You literally were in one panel. And I spent like an hour on the wiki and still nobody knows what they do. But there's like 2 rogue guilds.
But I didn't do anything.
That's it. Those are those 2 like listed like the stages of stuff, and I'm like,
I just kind of feel like they should have their own story where they're just Dungeons and Dragons. That's all it is. They're just a group of rogues and they have their own story.
that's kind of what the Sabretooth manga was.
Oh my lord.
It was like they were doing a giant D&D campaign because everything was just like the weirdest thing. Like somebody had to be controlling this because all of a sudden you're singing rogue on a mission, rolling that 1, 2 golems come out. Okay? Why are you here? Rolling that 20. Look, Minerva saved them. We're done. Cool. Also, it's a really good manga if you haven't read that spin-off one. Sabretooth, my children.
That moment when you start to attack.
Yeah.
And then all like dessert guilds, which some of these have like the dumbest names. Like Naked Mummy, I still think like, anyone's free to defend that if they don't think that's the dumbest guild name in like this whole thing.
Hey man, they're pretty lit at Halloween parties, I hear.
And oh god, what was it called? Death Head Caucus.
Alright, now.
They were one of the ones that like Arashi and Faith had
Yeah.
for theirs. I was like, okay,
What?
it felt literally like this. Is that literally, or is this a translation error? I hope it's an error. That's what it had, like almost.
It reminds me of Life of Brian. So when I say biggest ridiculous, it's just like, so less.
Deadhead Caucus, my first thought was Deadhead Telephone, because that's what a caucus also is, a telephone.
Yeah.
I hope that's what it was supposed to be then. Because everywhere else is like listed like that, and I'm like, this seems like an error. Thank you.
That makes it slightly better.
Yes, it does. So, what's everyone's favorite guild?
The good one.
The Lamia scale, thank you, yes. They are the best guild in the entire thing, and I literally will fight that down to like, I have gotten in straight up arguments with people.
Yeah.
There was like a whole room at a fairy tale panel last year, and everyone's like, what's your favorite guild? And everyone's like, fairy tale, of course. And I'm like, Lamia scale? It's like, you're like, boo, and I'm like, no, alright, let's do this, guys. Let's go down. So, anyone?
Again, it's thanks to being from Sabretooth that I even watched the show.
Our favorite is super great. They were awful, and then they were beautiful.
Yeah,
and I
if
love
I ever get a tattoo, it's gonna be Sting Field Mark.
I'm getting Julia's, actually. If my first tattoo goes well, that I'm getting next week, I'm going to get Julia's.
Yes, it has to be said.
So, anybody else? Feel free to talk. I really like interacting. I like people talking. Does anyone have a favorite guild that's not fairy tale?
I like the Rose Guild, it's kind of fun.
They are pretty good. Like, yeah, crime sorcerer. That's right. Yeah. Sorcier. I was like, how do you pronounce this? I'm bad at pronouncing something.
What's pronouncing?
Fair. Literally, though. I like that. I like that they also kind of like in like one of the after one of the filler arcs, they were like, hey, look, here's Arashi and Faith. Now we're together. Like, hello, Cobra.
Could you explain fairy tale to him? Because he keeps looking at me, wanting to ask a question like, what are they talking
I'm
about?
sorry.
No, you're fine.
I'm sorry, I didn't see because like everyone's like raising their hand, they saw it, and she had Fairy Tale is a series about a bunch of wizards that are in a guild called Fairy Tale. It follows mostly around Team Natsu, which is the main character right here. Natsu's the one with pink hair, and Lucy is technically like the actual main character because she tends to be like the narrator of everything. Because even when there's time skips and stuff in the series, it goes back to her starting out with it, so she's technically, by that standard, the main character. But it follows the two of them on their journey of just doing a bunch of random stuff, really. They get into, like, here, let's go do a mission. It's our job as wizards. And then, 20 chapters later, we finished an arc. And that's really the gist of it, is a lot of, they wander around into adventures. And it's a very, very long series. It's ended on chapter 545. It's a very long series, it's very good though. And then, also, he gets his own little thing. The whole bad guy of the whole series is Sirius. This god that's not a god, that's a really scary guy, but then is just kind of sitting there at a tree crying. Literally, the first time you meet him, he's just really a sad puppy. And then, spoilers, and he's like 20 different things in this whole series. And the one thing, unless I missed it on some page that never really got explained, is where the first cult even started. Because like he has like his stuff and he's talking, but then he's just wandering the earth for years, and all of a sudden somebody finds like one of his books and they're like, this guy's a genius, let's worship him. And that's how every problem ever starts in the entire world. And like, nobody ever explains, like, who the first cultist was, if they even really call themselves cultists. I thought it was just kind of given, considering if a bunch of people are worshiping a really dark person, I figured that's just the general definition of a cult. You know, give or take. But he's the source of for it. I'm going to start a fight with this question, and I know it. But does anyone have a character in this that they just really didn't like?
Go.
Really?
I did not like her.
Really?
I don't know why, I just didn't.
Oh, dang. Love her.
Anybody else?
Show. From Tower of Heaven.
Dead.
Really, really grating whiny boy.
Weird.
With the cardman.
Yeah, he was kind of weird. Like, he didn't even really do a whole lot in that arc. They're not like Liliana. And, like, did, you know, even have, like, those sub-characters there.
His voice killed it for me, though. I can't stand this.
Anybody else want to be brave and take a stab at possibly helping someone's favorite character?
The sad thing is that the person that I wish not to like be with would be Lozada. The problem is that they don't really do enough to flesh out their relationship together, which makes her an easily dislikable person because you don't know anything about her besides whatever they did as kids.
It is so sad.
So
they're so great, and I love her.
So it's not so much I dislike her, I dislike the fact that they didn't do enough with her.
Yeah, they really, like, they had her, and she had so much potential, and there was, like, this whole momentum ready to roll down, and then they just kind of took the rock up, put it to the side, and they were like, all right, here, it's done. Thanks for coming.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
The scene where Lozada reunites Mira and Elfin never fails to make me cry. And I don't cry for anything.
One of my friends really hates Lucy.
Kind of so.
And, like, I can see why. Yes? Oh, you don't like her either?
Nah.
Okay. So, like, I can kind of see that. Like, I love her. I absolutely adore her. I have her entire tea set, but she kind of really needs to calm down. Like, you'll make rent, girl, I promise. You'll do something, you'll make it. Take a breath.
Yeah, following up on what you said, I can see why. It's because she is weak. You know what I mean? Like, she does try her best to do what she needs to do, but sometimes she kind of goes all the way up. And sometimes, and, you know, she does get better.
By the end of it, I will. At the beginning of the series, Lucy is like super arguably one of the weakest people in the entire guild. But by the end of it, when we get to the part with spoilers, I will argue that she is one of the strongest people in the entire guild.
I mean, celestial magic tends to beat out most anything.
Yeah,
In any game.
it does.
But
Including in like our fairy tale and D&D that we do.
hey,
The spirits are like really good.
The only thing with Lucy, like basically the whole situation of Lucy versus Lozana. Lozana doesn't get a fair shake because she doesn't get a lot of development with her relationship with Natsu. Whereas opposed to Lucy is basically the main character, where she is constantly a focus even when she's not in a fight. She's still a part of the show. So the problem that I have with Lucy is that she has to be there. It's not that she works there, it's that she has to be there.
Well, okay. So after this portion, I'm going to be talking about all the arcs. So with anyone new that's come in that hasn't seen it, we're at least going to be talking about everything that goes on in this. And definitely going to be asking some questions. But I do have some more prizes as I ask questions throughout here. And I have like this little Lucy figure that I'm going to give away. It's a little mini one. It's like super small, but she's super cute. But okay, so the beginning arc. So I have this coming out technically in chronological order, even though this comes forever later. But how many of you have actually read or watched the Zero arc? Because it did get all the way in. Yes, it did actually do. How many don't even know what the Zero arc is? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, listen there. The Zero arc is all about the very very first guild leader. It's all about Magus and how she came to the continent, how she formed Fairy Tail, all of your first members that you had in there, how she meets, and actually like explains a lot about like Kenril Island and why that's important to them at all. And without going too heavy into spoilers, because it is really good, it is also really sad. It is incredibly heartbreaking, and I read, it's 1 volume long, like that, and I don't know how long the anime went, because I just bought the manga volume for it. It's 1 volume long, it's very easy to get through, but by the end of that, I'm sitting there and I'm like, I don't know why it's raining inside.
Did you call me crying after?
I did, it was that, the stuff.
Yeah.
It's like 12 or 13 episodes long.
Yeah, it's very short, it's very good. You can find it on Crunchyroll and on Funimation's thing. I don't know who's updated to it yet.
I can't speak for the manga, but be warned, the anime does have like spoilers for the end of the Tartaros arc.
Yeah, because it did come out after that, so if you haven't finished the anime, be careful with that. Always finish it before you start that, because that's what they were doing as they were finishing off like the end of the anime there, because they had nothing else to go on. They're like, well, the prequel's done, let's do this.
Yeah, I've actually contacted Hulu before. I'm like, why does it take you guys so long to get stuff, on your system and get the dubbed versions of the anime on your system? And they actually wrote a response. They were like, mainly just due to copyright issues and paperwork.
Yeah, that's a lot of what happens with Hulu. Like, when they can get stuff, it's great to keep it up for a while, but if there's even one small thing with, like, the rights to it, because, like, there's one show they took off half the first season because they just couldn't get the rights to keep holding on to that to stream it for it, and it's a lot of work for Hulu, but Funimation and Crunchyroll, with their partnership, you can pretty much get anything you want to watch. None of you even hold your breath for Netflix. It is dead in the water. It's still, I was on it yesterday, and I just happened to pass by, they still only have season 1 of Fairy Tail on there. I don't think they're ever going to get anything else.
No.
So, definitely, if you're going to stream it legally, I hope all of you children here will do it. I look at all of you.
I am subscribed to Funimation.
You're funny.
I pay $5 a month to Funimation so that I can not be eaten.
Okay, so the other beginning arc. So for whatever reason, if you go and look up the arcs for this, the 2 episodes at the beginning where Lucy first appears and tells you how the series goes and she first meets Natsu, that she can join Fairy Tail, is listed as an arc. It is 2 whole episodes and it's listed as the Salamander arc.
Wait.
Yeah.
It's literally divided. You go look on like the wiki and Google it, Salamander arc, and you'll get like those 2 episodes. I was like, we're gonna not waste time on that there. Because the first real arc is the Daybreak arc. Once Lucy actually gets into the guild, you don't want to talk there, really. Once she actually gets into the guild and she goes on her first mission with Natsu. How many of you actually liked this arc?
They were
You can raise your hand, it's okay.
Please come in here, Mercury, in your beautiful self.
Zach, is that you?
Hey. This is so nice. Yeah, come join us. We're talking about fairy tales and like trying not to cry over
I
how
think
much.
they're waiting for their time with us.
Come in and sit with us. They can still sit.
Okay, yeah, let's go.
So I personally, I thought the Daybreak arc was really, it was good for starting out a whole series based on this and like getting your taste of how the action's gonna go for it. But it was really boring.
Yeah.
It was really trying too hard to be funny, like Natsu's little ninja thing. There's only like so many times I can keep rewatching that scene and still think it's funny with it. But it was. It actually literally was it. But like it's a good way to get it started. It gives you the information you need and everything after your salamander arc. The lullaby arc. This is where you start getting more of your characters, because then you find out that there's this super powerful woman named Urza, the one with the red hair, that I wish I had finished my outfit for, because I love her. And think she's a super really cool person, and she is, but she's also really weird. She's very weird. She has yeah, she like really likes cake, and she really likes dressing up. She's definitely a cosplayer without strictly going out into that, because her magic, for any of you who don't know, is reclip, so she can just change what she's wearing essentially, and it's got different properties and stuff. So she's got all these beautiful armors that do her speed, her strength, and then a bunny suit, and a maid outfit, and a cat suit. Things that she clearly, and a wedding dress. How many of you knew that she had a wedding dress?
I've seen the Phoenix Priestess.
Very pretty dress, but it's like, why do you need it, sweetheart? What are you doing?
A girl can dream.
Waiting very patiently. She gonna be waiting forever, I will tell you that.
Is that another spirit soda?
No, actually, this was actually pretty long.
No, I missed the wedding dress.
Oh, the wedding dress? No, it's in the movie. Okay, so I have a piece of trivia. This is my favorite piece of trivia ever.
Oh, no.
And if anyone can get it, except you two, because I've told you this piece of information 100 times, so I'm sorry. But you don't even like it. But if anyone can get this, they can get this little figure. In this arc, all the masters for all the guilds are together, and a bird delivers them a note. Does anyone know who that bird belongs to?
Anybody?
I know, but I already got something, so.
That's fair. Thank you for being this person.
Anyone want to pick a random guess? It's somebody in Fairy Tale. It is a member of Fairy Tale.
Mira?
No. Again.
No, Jonathan.
No. Okay. No other guesses or anything? I mean, I'll let you take it. No. It's not. Wow. Okay. The person who owns that bird that takes the note, her name is Mickey Tickentiger. She's an actual member. She actually, if you read the manga, she has a whole, like, little information panel and everything. She's also known as, like, the only princess, and if you look in the first art, you'll see her in the background. She has these big old gloves on and a tiger dress and little horns. And that bird belongs to her. And she has my favorite name in any anime ever. And I want someone to name their children that, or that at least be McDonald's special. Something. It's beautiful. So, this is my favorite arc in the entire beginning of the series, like the whole season 1, because it introduces the best, the greatest, the most awesome person in the whole series, Leon, who is my husband and I love him.
Oh, Lord.
Also, aka, this is really sad and Gray has a lot of baggage arc with that. And this was actually, also besides the fact that I'm super biased and I love Leon and I literally, worship the god of Boston. He's my favorite character. I love him. It was really good because you've gotten past all of the introducing your main people. So you're past that little, hump that the first, 2 arcs did. And so we actually get, a decent story and a little bit deeper into this. And there's some in-between stuff in that, and it's the first big mission where they're all going on it together. Even Urza ends up joining with it, and Grace is really sad. He's just a sad person, and he's a habit of stripping. He's a character in this that habit of stripping off his clothes. And it actually has a psychological reason to it. It actually has a conditioning in the series that I was actually hey, I'm taking that class right now. I know how that works. Is there anyone who didn't like this arc at all?
You can be truthful.
Really?
One of my favorites. But it's low tier.
Single tier. Yeah. That's fair though.
I kind of agree with him. He's not my favorite artist.
I mean, that is fair. I personally think of the beginning ones really like it, but definitely can see it's not for everyone. That's not the topic of my and then you got the Phantom Lord arc.
Lucy has a lot of baggage.
Yes, yes. So Lucy now has baggage. This is you see the trend now in the beginning arc of which one of these main characters has the most baggage. Let's find out. Stay tuned. Now, spoiler, it's Urza. Definitely Urza. But the Phantom Lord arc is it's about Lucy without 100% being about her. Because she's like the reason this happened. Her dad is focused on, getting her back, but then this guild takes advantage of that to finally attack Fairy Tail. Because supposedly guilds like to fight each other, but we never really see that again. More than once or twice in the rest of the whole series.
Well, technically they aren't allowed to.
Yeah, they're technically not allowed to, but they really heavily imply that they don't care that they're not allowed to and they do it anyway.
Yeah.
Because it's enough a point where the council's talking about it, oh, we stop them. We don't. We suck. One of our members is a frog. We literally have nothing we can do.
Yes. I would pay to see that.
Probably not Tumblr, honestly.
Loctus is coming, already.
Oh yeah, Loctus gets introduced. He's the guild master's grandson, and he gets introduced only to be giant asshole. And crap. I keep doing that.
She's not wrong.
I apologize.
Yeah.
He does. He eventually will get to that. We'll get to that because when I first introduced my friends over here to him, I was like, Loctus is one of my favorite characters. Shows up. What on earth are you talking about? He literally, my friend, he looked at me, he's like, I know you have bad taste, but what? What? No, hold on. Please. Yeah, like a problem.
I despised him at the start. Now he's my favorite character in fiction.
I saw Lost version of the Keys.
But in this arc, they fight a whole other guild, so you get to start seeing stuff it's your first taste of another actual big guild here. And you get to meet Godgiel,
Favorite character.
The big old black hair here, and Julia, the perfect waifu there with the light blue hair and the hat. She's perfect, and I love her. And how many of you caught right before this arc in the anime, one of the filler things is they're fighting next to random people, and this dude's got a crystal ball and he looks at Grace. You're gonna have trouble with water and women.
Oh, yeah.
And he just casually says that, and Grace what are you talking about? Right after that, introduce Julia,
You'll find out.
who has water body magic, and falls in love with Grace because he saved her life, and she's just she goes from, you're my enemy to, how are you, Grace? I love you. I love her. She's this just really odd character, who's very sad and depressing, to the cutest little embodiment of Tumblr as she ships everybody. She's you're in love with Grace, you're in love with Grace. I think this dude's in love with Grace. I have to fight all of you 1v1.
Yeah, I will fight for his love.
She literally will. And if you watch the OVAs and stuff, she also is kind of creepy.
Kind of?
Kind of a lot.
Everyone is creepy in the OVA.
She has upwards of 20 rays just flushing in her room. And a comforter set, and a large, and I'm I want someone to love me the way Julia loves him.
Yeah, that's not creepy at all.
Anime convention and just kicked up that.
All the gray.
Well, if we have finished my breath.
I would have made stuff on his phone just for the sheer joke.
Okay, AWA, we got this.
Excellent.
So after this whole arc, they decide Fairy Tail's where we want to go. Also, when Godgiel gets introduced, he takes 3 members of Fairy Tail, strings them up to a tree.
He staples them.
Yeah, he staples them with iron nails and everything to a tree as a warning, and then joins this guild and ends up falling in love with one of those 3. And I'm just
Greatest story of how I met your mother.
I'm just it is one of the biggest redemptions I've ever seen in an anime. Because he nearly killed her, and he spends the rest of his time making that up to her. without even like being direct about it, but he literally like if you go back and you really pay attention, pretty much everything he is doing is to make it up for her, and they even there is one point eventually where they do point it out and it's whoo.
Yeah, I just think it's funny for a while, like, he actually, like, actively avoided her. It's like,
yeah, he felt
anytime she was in the room, it's like, that's
he really
a great
felt
plan to leave.
so bad about it, and it's a beautifully written redemption, because
He was very sympathetic.
normally, like, you wouldn't have a reason to forgive a character like that, like, he literally, like, and yet, we pretty much, anybody who reads it agrees that he was really terrible, and now he deserves to marry her.
Just wait until he starts to sing, then you'll change your opinion.
Yeah. But let's be honest. Anime and manga doesn't have to make a whole lot of sense, because if any one of us nailed someone that we couldn't stand to a tree and then we were like, hey, do you want to go out on a date with me? They'd probably be like, no.
Yeah, true.
No. Never.
Oh, no. God.
No, alright. But I mean, still, like, they really, like, Hiroshima did a really good job,
Yeah.
like, rethinking the entire character and putting a lot of effort into those two.
Juvio needs, like, it's just like their interests.
We're gonna not even, like,
Why not? That's a whole different panel.
This is not the After Dark panel.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
So, this is also a beginning arc. This is also only, like, 4 episodes, but I included it because I am very biased, and it's the reason I started because I love Brave Master, and I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna love fairy tales much. Then I saw, like, this arc, and I'm like, sign me, like, crap up!
There we go. That's better.
It is actually a little more Lucy baggage, and it's, hey, surprise, other people in the guild have baggage, and we're going to kind of touch on that as the series goes on.
Yeah.
Because we do in the background.
Everyone's got baggage.
Everyone's like, yeah, pretty, like that's fairy tale. Everyone like sucks the anime.
But they're still happy.
Happy's got a little bit of baggage too, though. It's not as happy as he would lead you to believe, especially if you finish the manga too.
He was also named that,
Yeah, keep talking.
We have a panel.
Okay. If anyone wants to know why this stopped, then I will definitely tell you at the end of the panel. Actually, really funny. So this is like, you get to learn a little bit more about the Celestial Spirits, and you find out about their guild member Loki, and why him and Lucy are so great, and I love them, I'm so biased. And I know nobody agrees with me, I'm one of like 5 people that ships them, but...
Right here.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah.
I can get behind that.
Yeah, like we're very small but loyal fans.
I want Lucy to have somebody, just I don't want that somebody to be Natsu.
I don't think Natsu is, like, supposed to be shipped with anyone. He's a little bit too much of a dunce for romance.
Yeah, I just don't feel like he's very, like he's good to be romantically with somebody. Except, hold on, I'll get to that. But, did anyone really like this arc? Because this is another one of my favorite, like, overall arcs. I really thought this was cute, it was short, it was fast, it was good Lucy. And it was good Lucy, Loki's really good, and I really love Celestial Spirits.
Yeah.
I made, for my D&D campaign, I helped make 2 other sets of golden keys, because I was like, this isn't enough. If we're taking out the cannon, then I'm adding stuff in. Because I love spirits.
Virgo Best Spirit.
Huh?
Virgo Best Spirit.
Virgo Spirits. Aquarius is my favorite, but again, like you're going to learn at the end of the panel, I'm very biased. I'm an Aquarius, so...
Honestly, I would have to say this was probably my least favorite starting arc. It was the arc that made me ship Lucy and Loki, but like at the same time I was like, I don't.
Wow, it's fair. Because we did this only like 4 episodes.
I was sitting here, I'm like, I really like them together now, but like, did we have to waste this much time? It's going by
honestly, like I could agree with that. It probably could have been resolved in an episode and a half, really, with it. Because it really wasn't that much, but they kind of added other stuff in with it. But, and then, what I believe the final, second to last, like, beginning arc Urza wins the baggage contest arc.
Yeah, my favorite arc.
Because,
You thought everyone else was bad.
yeah, you thought everyone else was sad. Hold on. Urza was a slave.
Wait, there's more.
As a child.
She was a child slave.
And she lost her eye.
Yeah.
She almost died. And this arc,
I think the trope. No.
this arc is so important to watch, and I cannot stress enough that if you're one of those people who's like gets really bored watching the beginning stuff and you skip around a little bit, do not skip this arc. If you're like if you're ever trying to introduce it to somebody and they're like, I don't know if I can sit through all the first one, I don't really like, my friend doesn't like the arc, I'm still like, watch this particular arc, even if you don't like the arc. It is so important. It shows how much the show cares about each other. It shows like how like good of a character Urza is, and it's phenomenal. It's also the first like real introduction to like why there is a problem forever and always straight months. It's such a beautiful art.
It also has a man with an owl head jetpack and a sneaker.
Yes, it does. It's Weird Owl Man. You can fight him. You can see more Urza's armor. Juvia really gives a whole solid, like, we can really like her now. Because she's like, I kind of hate everybody who even smiles at Gray. And then she's like, well, I'm actually going to end up being best friends with Lucy, but I don't have anybody. And the whole thing from start to finish of this arc is also just so well written because it doesn't really it kind of gets into it quickly without being like, we're here. Right here, it actually kind of has like a little bit of a build up. It takes how many episodes was it actually? It was a huge chunk. They did not waste time. They made sure that every single thing got resolved.
I think like spectacular that was.
Yeah, because you get any character that's introduced in this arc, you find out what happens to them. There's a conclusion for everything, even when like you think it's a cliffhanger at the end. You know, end of the next episode, you find out what happens to that. It's the best written arc in the beginning, especially trying to get somebody to watch the show.
It was episodes 33 to 41.
Jesus, man.
Okay, we'll live here.
Yes. And then, right after they get back and they're like, we've concluded, we're great. Here comes Locke's Still Room trademark.
More emotional baggage.
More emotional baggage. Now Locke's.
This time it's locked in the locker off.
Another one of my favorites.
Battle of Fairy Tale arc. If anybody doesn't know what this is, when all of our heroes get back, and now they all have to fight their guildmates because Locke's is like, this sounds fun. Because there's supposed to be a festival, but he's like, no. You're all going to fight each other, or I'm going to destroy everybody in this entire town.
All the girls are now stone. I will destroy them if you don't do what I say.
Yeah, and then you learn lots of emotional baggage and slight bit more of Juvia's baggage actually, and how she almost resents herself for joining Fairy Tale after just attacking them not even that long ago. Because to the point where she almost kills herself because she's like, I just want you guys to love me. And I'm like, we do, Amy. We do.
We'll give you an internet hug.
I love you, baby girl. You're so beautiful.
Mira, let's loose.
Oh yeah, Mira's emotional baggage. She's your when you first meet Mary Jane, she's just your bartender. She's your local average, really
Smaller place.
I'm really gay. Mary Jane, she's so pretty.
I'm with you.
She's so great. And then all of a sudden, 2 flashbacks, and suddenly you're like, wow, she has a lot of emotional baggage. When are we going to get to that? Spoiler, next season. Ish. Oh boy. Next season-ish.
This is actually one of the areas where Alexis became one of my favorite characters because he's not a good person. Like, he's just a good character. Especially in this arc. And I was like, so you fall in the same line as Griffith. And
I don't know if he's that bad.
well, no, like, in the sense of being a good character but not a good person.
Okay.
But then the difference then becomes that when he does try to essentially end everything, like you couldn't use fairy law properly because you don't see any of us actually as a threat.
Spoiler alert, he's not cool special, really loves everybody. He has a lot of emotional baggage.
Yeah.
That's the became a fairy tale as you continue watching it. A lot of emotional baggage. But those are the beginning arcs. Does anyone have an opinion about any of them? Do you want to tell me that I was wrong and the Tower of Heaven is not the best written one? Like, I'd love to hear it. 2 episodes, I can't believe I'm so mad about that. Okay, so the next thing here I was going to cover are arcs that appeared in, like, after that are both in the manga and anime. And so now no longer will I be going in chronological order, because I'm going to cover everything that actually, like, existed in both of them. Is there anyone who's only read or watched? Like, has everybody at least, like, dabbled in both the manga and anime, or is there people who have only seen one or the other?
I've read the giant mega first book for Fairy Tale, and I watched most of the anime.
Most of the anime?
For most people, it's just the anime.
So, okay, just the anime. So, definitely, like, I do have a whole portion that's just what is in the manga and hasn't been animated. So I definitely, if anyone doesn't want spoilers, there will be a period I will stop unless you guys, like, book it out of here. For that, because I really don't want to be that person that ruins something for somebody.
Are you going to talk about the story?
Yes, I am. Yay!
That character that happened.
She's a first thing.
I hate her so much.
We gonna talk about that?
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Okay, so the Arachian face arc. First, like, if anyone wants to pray, does anyone know how this group got their name?
Besides Jeremy.
Alright, well, Jeremy.
He's like in Raise Master. He had that name in Raise Master. And he was going to use it as a placeholder name for the guild, and he decided now he
Yeah, actually, he literally reached his time limit for when it had to come out. And he was like, crap, I guess we're keeping it. Arachian Face Take 2 for that. That's literally how they got their name.
Their name is awesome.
I do love them both. Yeah, you want one of the prints? I was going to be like, take the Lucy, keep it for me, but I already took one from the picture.
Why?
Because you drew them and I love you. Okay, so, and go back, I hit the button too soon. So the Arachian Face arc is really good because then you get to meet, finally, like, they've already touched on there's other guilds, and then it's like, hey, we're going to introduce a bunch of other guilds right at one time, and we're going to bring Leon back. We know how much you love him, Mia, so here you go. Brought him back. Awesome. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, and then this is my best friend over here. I got my best friend on each side.
I have bad taste in face up here because I love him so much.
And his favorite character, one of his absolute characters, yes, that is it, Ichia. I'm getting introduced to Blue Pegasus, and there's this short little man whose magic is breathing in hot food. And he's just always just men. And just, I'm introducing him to the show, and he's sitting there going, this is the greatest person I've ever seen. And I'm like, oh no, what have I done?
Wait till you get to the filler where they all become itchy.
That is one of those best episodes where they all just be itchy as a zombie and they all just itchy. And that's one of the best fillers any anime's ever made. But this introduces, because not just magic, he's a Dragon Slayer. Lost as we can see is second generation Dragon Slayer. Then we get another second generation.
Also Gadio.
Well, Gadio is first generation. Yeah. But like we get another second generation, and then no more ever. That's it. It's capped off at 2 for whatever reason. We get. I love Cobra. He's so great. He's just this random like dragon player who's look, I got a giant purple snake. Yeah, who can fly. And surprise, but surprise, he also has emotional baggage, and so does that because they were also child slaves with Urza. And God, that sucks. But unlike Urza, they're like, you know what? Yeah, they're why I never skip that arc. Never skip it. It is constantly coming back to it. Caitlin, go back and watch it. I'm pretty sure you didn't. Did you? Okay, good. Watch the whole thing now. It's so good. And then you also meet Wendy, who is this little itty bitty girl here that doesn't even get into my full picture, who is a precious angel, protect her. I've actually never met anybody that doesn't like Wendy. Is there anyone in here who doesn't? I'm just happy I finally met somebody.
Okay, it's not that I dislike her, but sometimes the voice.
That's fair.
That's absolutely.
Come on, girl.
Yes. Yeah, she's actually like is really good at
Really funny, but like for the first bit, I was like, I just want her to just
That's definitely there.
we're getting there.
Yeah. I'm just happy to meet somebody who's finally like, I don't really like her.
Okay, we're still working on that, but like, please stop. Stay in a corner.
Okay, so, and then Washington State happens, and you guys can tell I'm avoiding like big major spoiler points of it just in case somebody's like, I haven't really seen all this, I just don't want people to make fun of me, because I've definitely been that person who's like, I don't want someone to make fun of me that I didn't finish this one particular arc, so I'm just going to pretend it is. But then, Wendy ends up joining the guild after several, like, tears, lots of more sadness, because now Wendy has baggage. And they get back to the guild hall, and the guild hall disappears, and guess what, there's a whole nother world. There's a whole second world, where everyone is the complete opposite of themselves. The whole, like, just complete opposite personality, and I actually really don't like Natsu that much. No, regular Natsu kind of annoys me. But then endless Natsu shows up, and he's like a little kicked puppy dog, and I'm like, come here, sweetheart, let me protect you. But regular Natsu, I'm like, okay, baby, you're fine, I love you, but please shut up for like 5 minutes. Just stop. You'll be fine, I promise. That was great. You should do that cosplay. You should be both Wombo and Gachi. Same afro. But so the whole point of that is Earthland, where everybody is from. Wow, holy crap, we're really awful people because we stole all the magic from this other world. And sucks to be them because we can't really fix it. For that.
The first time I saw this art, I was like, wow, this plot line is very similar to where have I seen this one? Alright, I say that. That plot.
It is fair. That is very fair. But so this arc also concludes your Mirror Jane has that. Because like one of the few spoilers I will drop like early on here is gonna assume everyone's at least seen this bit. Lisana, their sister they thought was dead, isn't dead. Here she is, she's come back, everyone's really happy, and now we're not gonna use her ever again.
And the shippers are enraged.
She had so much potential, and then they just stuck her in a corner, and I'm like, yeah. So, and then Tenro Island arc, where trademark continues. Now everyone has baggage, including Kana, whose only thing has been drinking. She's just been this kid that drinks. Yeah, and now we know why she drinks. That's this arc's also really sad because it's like, screw everyone, here's also why Xerath is a problem, and then we're gonna make it like everybody's dead and skip about 7 years ahead of time. Because everybody that you know and love that's actually important comes to this island, including Loxus, who's been gone forever, comes back, and is like, I'm redeemed. And then they disappear for 7 years. And then they come back. And they do a lot of, this one's really just like, it's not counted as a card, but I'd always just counted it as the start of the Great Magic.
Yeah.
I love that arc.
It's this whole like, that's literally like hands down my absolute favorite of all of them. But it's kind of arc is just like your training and everything. It's a lot of just, yeah, it's a lot of montage.
Finding out that droid got back.
However, the anime gave us a really nice show.
I gotta kind of speed it up and get close to my time. Grand Magic Games, these are my favorite. This is the best.
Baby's so adorable in this.
So much happens, so many more guilds, so many more awesome characters, so much more baggage. Come be my friend after this panel and talk to me about how my school period is great.
You just made it.
Yeah, like I make AMPs, and this arc just like gives me so much.
It's very good. The opening is good too. And then the Grand Magic Games also had had a lot of like celestial sphere stuff in there. And then the Sun Village arc is also really short. It's where one of the like bad guys from the Grand Magic Games comes back and you find out she's got baggage.
Everyone's got baggage.
Surprise!
You get baggage. You get baggage. Everyone's got baggage.
And it's also where you find out there's a lot more demons, there's a lot more problems, and oh, guess what? They're still a problem.
He's always a problem.
And this is the last animated arc, is the Tartarus arc. It's all your demons, and your two beautiful lesbian demons, and I love them. They're terrible demons, though. I will admit that. All the demons are awful, but I kind of like them.
I don't like Lammy, but other than that.
I like her, but, yeah, I like her. But the Tartarus arc is the last great thing. But hold on to this. It's already been now confirmed on Hiroshima's official Twitter, 2018, we're getting the rest of the series animated. It's coming, they've talked, he's working on it. I don't know, they haven't said anything other than that. They've written it both in Japanese and in English on his Twitter. So it is confirmed it is coming. Don't even joke. Alright, so really quickly, the anime only arc. Daphne, did anyone even watch this? How many of you sat
One time.
I'm so sorry to every single one of you that sat through this. If you didn't see the filler arc, don't bother. It doesn't add anything. It makes Gray look like an awful person. It's a mess. It's really quickly written. It's just a sloppy filler arc. How many of you watched Key of the Starry Sky arc? How many? Where Russian things comes back.
Oh, yeah.
How many of you liked it? Raise your hand.
I didn't see it, but it was so long.
If you didn't watch it, go back and watch it. Because the manga started going so fast, Hiroshima was like, crap, I forgot this. And that whole arc is actually supposed to be in the manga. So it is all canon, and it is actually all important information. So do definitely go watch it. It's not very good. You can tell that he has had to put it to the side because it is a little rushed. But it's at least worth watching it once. And Arashi and Faith, if you like them, they're back.
Yay.
They're so cute. I love them. And then Eclipse Celestial Spirits are, aka they get to play Yu-Gi-Oh! And have a dance off.
Wait.
So dumb. All the spirits are suddenly evil. Let's find out why. And it's just a bunch of dumb stuff.
Ray becomes Michael Jackson. What was the point?
Wait.
Yeah, it was.
Okay. So, if anyone wants to clear out the room, because we're almost done anyway, this is the manga only stuff. I'm going to do some spoilers here. We're going to talk about the last few arcs. I love you guys. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you. Anyone else who wants to clear out before I start doing some spoilers?
It's okay. You're allowed to leave. We're giving you a choice.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna read it anyway, so yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Alright, awesome. Avatar arc. Technically, this started being animated. Because the last two episodes of the anime are the very start of that. Because, come to find out, everyone in Fairy Tail split up. Time has passed after the Tartarus arc, everything's literally a mess. Because they're a suck. And now Ray's gone. And Julie has gone back to being a rain woman, everyone's scattered, and Gray is letting his demon magic control him that he gained from the Tartarus arc. and I cannot wait for this to be animated because Lucy, this is where I will start fighting. She literally makes her own magic. No one else in the entire world has star dress magic. She made that from scratch from watching Urza. The amount it has to take to make magic is a ridiculous amount of energy, and I'm like, you go. Not only that, but then she takes power from the spirits. She can keep the outfit on. She can use the outfit of spirit she doesn't even have because she like gets to use Aquarius, who, spoiler, is gone now because she broke her teeth. Aquarius was my favorite. And so they have to pull everybody together, but the master's missing. So they need a new master. They should have chosen Lucy. I'll fight that to my last breath. I think she deserved it with how much she loved it, how she brought everybody together with Nazi's help. I think she deserved it. I think she still deserves to eventually be the guild leader. They gave it to Urza, who's like, I don't know what I'm doing, and they're like, it's okay, we have stuff on the move. We're gonna figure it out.
I feel like they should have chosen me as class leader.
Well, they had said that, and that would have been.
Yeah.
Well, no, they don't. No, they don't, because Romeo's dad.
All the unsung wizards were gone.
Yeah, like most of them, and so
They went with
they had to pick somebody. But I mean, still, they had.
I assume that that's the normal process.
Okay, so then here comes the last arc that has been a wild roller coaster. How many of you have actually sat down and read this whole thing now?
I am completely finished with it.
I assume the rest of you are okay with spoilers that haven't. So much. Crunchyroll has the whole thing up. You can go read it on there in their official translation. So they're definitely active to it. But turns out this whole time, surprise, there's another freaking continent with a whole empire that, guess what, Sheriff is still a problem because he runs this empire, and has all these people who are stupidly powerful. And I always went on this idea that, like, if everybody's broken, nobody's broken, but apparently forget that, because these people are still broken. There is ridiculous amounts of magic. A woman can shrink an entire island. They took everything we learned in this whole series and went, let's step it up to 20 notches. Everybody needs magic, all kinds of new people, and this is the entire ending arc. This is so long, so much stuff happens, everybody nearly dies. Gagio finishes like up his redemption, and I gotta wrap this up here. It's beautiful. My one big thing with the ending arc was, my God, if they go the same way they did Rave Master, what they did to Musica that they do to Gray, and they killed Juvia like they killed Musica's girlfriend, I will not be okay. But they did.
Questions?
But they do. I don't have like anything else, but you want one?
I want action figure.
I'm not gonna throw it. I'll break it.
I want the action figure.
You've been patient, you've listened to me ramble, and there you go. Thank you so much for joining. If any of you like D&D, I'm going to be helping one of my friends on the D&D channel on Sunday. And also, if anyone just likes talking about D&D, I help run a fairy tale campaign and would love to talk about it. So, thank you so much for joining and listening to me ramble. Thank you.